Okay, today I'm going to review all known main UAV knowledge. Only the base concepts, like everything about the UAV and what it does. This won't include anything like what props interact with the UAV at all. You can check out the actual videos for that if you want. This will just be the core basics and some example scenarios. Then possibly more advanced stuff towards the end, if you're attentive. This is because I've noticed in all my past UAV explanation videos, voiced by my British friend Zypher, also edited by him, I only gave him the script, that there's a lot of info involved. It's a lot to take in. So I'm going to make a more slower, more explained, specific, step-by-step approach to explaining it for those who want to actually take their time and learn it. Before we dive into it, I'll list the universal facts. Let's start with the base mechanics about being detected, what that is. So when you or anyone of your team is outside and being seen by the UAV, you will hear this buzzing noise. Everyone hears this regardless of what team they're on. You hear it anywhere on the map. Secondly, a red light will be shown on the current offender, visible by all teams from satellite view on the map. You'll see this red glow on the map where that person is being lased at. Thirdly, the targeted person will have an eyeball indicator, a red one, on the screen. This means the UAV is targeting specifically them and only they see this. The indicator shows up a bit late, 250 milliseconds later than the red light does. This eyeball indicator will display for each UAV that's currently targeting you. Once the UAV is halfway to killing you, a ping will be displayed to the attackers on their map as to where your current position is. Now, basics aside, here's a list of each UAV's mechanics independently. I emphasize this, independently. First off, a sky UAV's mechanics. One of these things. You can find these on Factory, Kill House, C-Store, and Bank. These sky UAVs are line of sight based. They have to see you. They take 2 seconds, 2,000 milliseconds to kill you. They rotate clockwise, parallel to the other sky UAV. There's only ever 2 of these UAVs at once. And these UAVs can only target one defender at a time. Well, each UAV independently can only target one defender at a time. A more detailed example here is how a UAV individually, by itself, can only target one person at a time. 2 UAVs can also target the same person if they both see that person first. So, multiple UAVs can lock onto the same person, like in example B. Example A shows how the UAVs individually can only target one person at a time. Although there is the exception where 2 people can be killed by 2 different UAVs at the same time if one UAV locked on to one person that the other UAV didn't see. And then that UAV locks onto another person that it sees. As you can see in example C, these 2 people are on different sides of the same building, which both UAVs are at. One UAV can't see the other side of the building, and the other UAV can't see the other side of the building, but both UAVs see a person, and this is the one instance where 2 people can die at the same time.
Okay.
Just now. I flipped it.
Okay.
Just now. I flipped it.
It will not swap targets unless the current target dies or it loses line of sight of the current target. They orbit the middle of the map. So in essence, the Sky UAVs, they circle the map. There's two of them, and independently they can only target one person. Secondly, the truck turrets. This UAV type is found on every map. They're also line of sight based, and the truck turret also takes 2 seconds, 2000 milliseconds, to kill you. The truck turret is fully stationary and is located on the back, where the doors are, of the attacker van on the top. It can only target one defender at a time, and just like the Sky UAV, it won't swap targets unless the current target is dead or it loses line of sight of the current target. Thirdly, the dome turrets. This UAV type is found exclusively on Kildome USA. You will not find this turret type on any other map. It is line of sight based, meaning it has to see you, like every other UAV in the game. It takes 1 second, 1000 milliseconds to kill you. This makes them highly dangerous as they kill you twice as fast as every other UAV type in the game. They are fully stationary and are positioned in each corner of the kill dome at ground level. It can only target one defender at a time and won't swap targets unless the current target dies or loses line of sight of the current target, as with every other UAV. Now, I'm going to get into the time to kill. You know how I said 2000 milliseconds, 2 seconds, or 1000 milliseconds, 1 second? Well, each player has their own separate kill timer per UAV. In essence, or what I like to say, in baby words, you can get seen by 1 second by a specific UAV, and your friend still has 2 seconds left for that specific UAV. Your time is not linked with theirs. Everyone has their own separate time.
Period there.
Also, you cannot rapidly peek the UAV. An example of this is going in and out of the building over and over again, exposing yourself to the same drone and hiding from it over and over again, as its time to kill you does not reset when line of sight is lost. Rather, the player slowly regenerates or regains their consumed time by 232 milliseconds every second they are hidden from that UAV. So, I know it may be confusing, but in essence, if you want to ensure your 2 seconds is new and fresh after peeking outside, wait about 8.6 seconds in safety before going back outside, and your time will be fully reset. And also, as implied, there are 2 Sky UAVs on every map except Kildome, and they start in a random position parallel to each other when the map loads. So if you're going to do a run out based off that, it's completely RNG dependent. Unless you decide to get into the advanced stuff of like UAV timing. But that's a more advanced topic. This was just to cover the basics of the UAV. Now we're going to move on to something more advanced like the grace period, which was just mentioned. The grace period is a very small window of time, 3 seconds, at the start of setup phase, where the UAVs are just completely disabled. This ranges from 14 seconds to 11 seconds on setup time in a full 5v5 rule set. It ranges from 9 seconds to 6 seconds in a 2v2 rule set, like lobby mode, when a full 5v5 is yet to start. The reason I say that this is a more advanced one is because it takes a bit of skill and finessing to get outside the building as soon as you spawn in for setup. And to even spawn in for setup, you need the right equipment and the right game modes. For instance, here's a list of the things you need to spawn in for a 5v5 rule set. Well, as you see in a 2v2 rule set, the spawn requirements are a little different for setup. Now, all that aside, that is the grace period. Next up is the kill order. The kill order basically is it kills whoever's closest to the clock in the middle of the screen, right? So if your team is the left side of the HUD at the top, then the person in the player slot all the way to the right is going to be the first to die, and then the person all the way to the left will be the last to die, and it'll kill people in that order. And if your team is the team that's on the right side of the HUD, the first person to die would be the one all the way on the left side of the HUD, and then all the way to the right, in that order. So I'll show 2 clips of that. Do note that these clips I'm about to show you are outdated, as these took place prior to the major UAV patch update, meaning the turrets in these clips killed you in 2 seconds on Dome instead of 1, and there was no eyeball symbols.
I fucked up. Oh my god!
Come on, make it.
Go!
No,
Oh, dude, no! Bro, your math was right.
I'm just gonna fucking follow you, I guess. No!
Oh, backwards?
Did you get it? Hey, it's lit!
So it went backwards. Because it did run-of-the-mill simp, then it did...
As an added bonus, I'm gonna show how fast the Killdome UAV would actually have killed these guys in the modern versions of the game. So here's a run out I did with some friends on the current version of the game on Killdome, and you'll see how fast they drop. They die pretty quickly.
Wait, which side?
Which way's north? Which way's north? Oh, this way, this way.
Okay.
It's looking!
Oh, fuck!
You guys got this, you guys got this.
Good luck, Giga Chat.
They're totally gonna go observation.
Nah, they're gonna fuck you guys. You're dead.
Okay, so long story short, the kill order is actually a secondary measure. The only reason in the previous runout clips that the kill order was perfectly executed was because we ran out during the grace period. So after the UAVs turned on, they instantly saw a big group of people, so it defaulted to the kill order. Normally it's a first come first serve basis. So first person who goes outside, it's gonna kill them, and then only after that it'll see a group of people and then that's when it goes to the kill order. So if you run out after the grace period's already over, the first person who run out will die, and then it'll go to the kill order if multiple people are seen after that. Just to clarify. Well, okay. Now that we know most about the UAV and how it works, mainly the fact that a UAV can only lock on to one person at a time, and also that every defender has their own separate time for each UAV, this means we can abuse this to have one person run outside on a signal while the other person runs outside at the same time, and that first person who signals and run outside and goes back into the building can distract the UAV temporarily to buy the other person more time outside. This is called absorbing, as I like to call it, because you're basically shielding your friends from the UAV by taking the aggro on yourself. So I'm going to show a few clips of that. Outside, okay? But make sure you kick your door down. I gotta kick mine down too. Okay, so when you hear me shoot, that means I'm gonna absorb UAV, okay? Okay, just like that, Mr. Floop. Now you shoot and absorb for me. Quick editor's note. In this clip, you can see that on the left, which is my POV, I have one UAV on me, while Mr. Floop, my friend, who was absorbing, had both Sky UAVs on him. Now you may ask, what UAV is getting me right now? Well, you see, the attacker van is just over that wall to my left there. And the turret can see over the deli, the Rufus C store. And if you're far enough away, the attacker van turret can get you over the building. In this case, Mr. Floop was too close to that wall, so the attacker van did not see him, but it saw me. So what ends up happening is I end up dying around the time Floop would have died to the UAV anyways. But he ends up getting shot by the attacker here in this clip. Just to clarify that. So he did absorb both Sky UAVs for me, but he did not absorb the truck. Mr. Floop. This goes all the way to the roof. I mean, the UAV at its peak right here can see this much into the building, and it can see your toes up to here, and that's very bad, which makes getting outside way harder. So we're going to go all the way up to this red door instead. The only good thing about the entry is that you can actually run out instantly without having to kick a door. That's the only good thing about it. Is during the grace period you can do
I
that.
see him over there. He's looking
Okay.
right at us.
So, what I need you to do is shoot, go left, absorb. Actually, go right and absorb. Oh, I saw him. You fake. Oh, why did you run back out? Never run back out. That is a fatal flaw. Also, you want to see a neat trick? Floop, don't kill me.
He's over here.
Floop, don't kill me. So here's a neat trick. You see how there's one UAV there, and there's going to be one UAV on that side? You know how each UAV has a separate 2-second kill timer for each person? And also, each UAV independently has its own 2-second time to kill? I can abuse this by having this one absorb most of my time and then going to the other one. See? I live more than 2 seconds because I swapped UAVs. Everything shown in that clip there is true. Also, don't make the same mistake that my friend Floop did there. If you're going to absorb for someone to buy them more time outside, do not instantly run back outside. It's the worst mistake you can make. Your heat's already pretty low, so you don't have much time left in the UAV, and you're going to die pretty quickly. Secondly, as to why my friend Fake died, this happens when you escape the UAV right before you're actually about to die. And as you can see, that did hold true. As soon as he stepped back out that door, he instantly got clapped. Thirdly, yes, the UAVs actually have separate times themselves. So, as you saw, I got seen by one UAV, and I wasn't seen by the other, and then I hid from that UAV and got seen by the other UAV, and I was able to live longer than 2 seconds. Each player has their own 2 separate timer for every UAV, and this can be abused. In fact, I'm going to show another clip that shows this example of living longer than 2 seconds by swapping UAVs solo. And yeah, as you saw there, I lived for over 3 seconds. In fact, I actually never died. The reason the clip ended there early was because I got out of both UAVs line of sight, so there was no reason to continue recording. I just wanted to see exactly how long I was in the UAV for. Which theoretically means you can live 3.9 seconds maximum if you swap your UAVs at perfect timing. But that takes a lot of skill and effort. Now, I'm going to show a Blender animation I made, which is also one-to-one how the game works, of swapping UAVs by turning a corner, which is another way to swap UAVs. So, now that you know how the UAVs work with multiple players and all that good stuff, I'm just going to throw in a bunch of clips using absorption with my friends, so you can see more live examples of how it works. So this is just going to be a collection of raw gameplay, so you can use this to figure out how it works. So I don't need anything else. So I'm going to shoot, I'm going to go right, and you're going to go right as well. And when you see the red eyeball on your screen, run back inside really quickly. See? There you go. You get extra time to shoot them, right? Now, I want you to shoot, and then go like that, and I'll come out after you. See, like that. Do it one more time. Just wait 8 seconds then. You want to reset your UAV heat to full. Make sure you're in front of me when you shoot. I had a different UAV on me, but yeah, it does work. So I'm going to shoot this time, and you're going to do it, okay? You ready? Ooh, okay. Now you absorb for me by shooting and then going. I'm going to shoot Mr. Flute. I didn't see Mr. Flute, but I don't know where the fuck he was. Okay, I'll absorb. He's right there.
Merry Christmas.
But yeah, okay, Mr. Flute. This one's a really simple one, okay? I'm gonna step out here to get this UAV's attention. You hug the wall here, and when you poke this corner, you only have 2 seconds to live, okay? You got that?
I see them.
And
I see them in their
need
little
you to-
cage over there.
Okay. When I shoot, you make that run, but hug the wall. Don't peek! Don't peek, Mr. Floop! What the fuck?
He went behind the van.
Yeah, you're right, he isn't there.
Hey.
You're basically, this is your pattern. You go right out, right back in. That's what you do. Make sure you get, like, probably to here and then back. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna go around here and check it out, and then I'm gonna come back. Got it? I'm spawning. Okay. You remember the plan? You go there, you come back. Make sure you try cutting this corner really sharply, or else you'll die. Okay. Shoot when you're ready to absorb for me. Oh, he's right there. Mr. Floop.
Huh?
Are you ready to do more shenanigans? A little bit more trolling?
Yeah.
Here, we're gonna do the shoot thing here. Now it's a little more risky, but make sure you basically here's the rule of thumb. You want to stay within one tile of the door at all times, like this. You want to stay within this area. Any further and you risk dying, okay? You got
Okay.
that, Floop? No further than
Yeah.
that, okay? And as soon as you see this eyeball symbol, you go back in, okay?
Okay.
Let's practice right quick. I'm gonna shoot. Okay, we'll wait for collisions to enable, so this is real. Because currently, you see, I can walk inside of you, and now I can't. Right? That's an issue. We don't. I'm gonna go to the right. You go left. Okay. Oh, you motherfucking. So you wanna know what we're gonna do, Mr. Floop? Get all the stuff to spawn in immediately and get here. So that means 2 equipables, right? The pistol, okay, and then your primary. And spawn right on the door. Not there, you're too far back. Get right next to the door. And look at this line. We're going to go like this. Make sure you never crouch. As long as you don't crouch, you're good. You can just walk straight for this door without crouching. That's what we're going to do. Are you ready? Face east, like our weapon lockers. You got your map and face east? Okay, get ready. We're going to have a hard left this shit. 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 Okay, we'll wait a little bit. Don't crouch.
What is
Run.
what is happening?
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna absorb, and you can peek out. Remember, you can just do this, right? You can just walk right out, as long as you never crouch. Oh, he was too far out. No worries, Mr. Floop. You'll be a professional one day. Now let's get back in. I wonder what he got. He had that clacker. No, 2. Right here. This allows you to run along this wall, but only just stand right here. And when you see the red eyeball symbol, come back inside before you die, okay?
Okay.
So that means when you, the guy who dying, run back inside before you die. But don't block the fucking door and get me killed again, Mr. Floop. Not like last time. If you do that like shit again, I'm going to kill you.
Okay.
Mr. Floop, we are waiting. Don't go near the door. You're wasting your UAV time.
Merry
Hold
Christmas.
on, Mr. Floop, I am waiting. Yo, die! No, Mr. Floop! I'm gonna absorb when the UAV's over here. And I want you to haul ass this way. Into this U-shaped cubby, okay?
Okay.
This will be an insta spawn run out, so you always get to spawn in early. Shit. You don't have the stuff for an early spawn, do you? My god, Floop, you're so bad at this.
Yes, I do.
Well, that makes this way harder. So wait, we had to wait until it fully rotates back again. Otherwise, you will die guaranteed, and I will die guaranteed. So when I see the UAV in the west, like perfectly, that's when I'm gonna go out. You almost turned the corner! Floop. Remember, only hug this wall and I'll absorb this UAV for you. I'll only
Okay.
absorb this one UAV that's over here. The UAV back here, I'm not absorbing it. So you have to hug this wall or you will die early, okay?
Okay.
So you go out when I shoot, as usual. Make sure you get the 2 equivables this time. Remember? 2 equivables. Just
Did.
get 'em. Okay. Get him quick. Floop, you got 1 second. That was close. Okay, so don't go out yet. Remember, you go out when I shoot. We'll wait 3 seconds.
No.
I watched you just sitting out here through the window. Now that you fully comprehend how absorbing works, here's a theoretical scenario with the whole team doing it, using the grace period to let one person run really far. So it would kind of work the same way as the normal absorbing works with 2 people, except every person not currently being spotted would wait for the eyeball symbol to appear on their screen, then that person would go in. Then the next person who has an eyeball symbol on their screen would go in too, until all that's left is the person running out really far doing whatever. You're basically buying a bunch of time for that one person, as shown in this Blender animation. There's also a bunch of practical runouts you can do. Like, for example, on some banks, it is physically possible to make it from the red doors and the alleyways, only on the north side, into the vents. At least solo. You can make it into any of the vents, really, if you have enough friends suicidal enough to absorb for you. But you have to be aware of the 2 attacker vans. Anyways, roll the footage. Okay, here I go. Oh fuck, I fucked up. Okay, know what? I'm just gonna do this the smart way. The smart way is the most time costing way, but it's the way I'm willing to play it for now. Chat, check your map. Tell me I'm not him. As shown, it is physically possible to get into the vents, even solo. You just have to have knowledge of how to time the UAV properly. Here's another clip from Factory, where you can live outside forever. If you fail this mission, we could die in real life. Okay, now watch me go. Watch me spread my wings. Where's the UAV? Oh fuck, there it is. Oh shit, we gotta wait for it to be in the north. Hold up, not yet. Okay. Here we go. I'm in the right place. Close the door. As long as I keep my rhythm up, this motherfucker will never kill me. Check this shit out. Shit.
They went to dock. They went to dock.
Okay, I'm gonna come back up to the red door in a second. Watch me do this epic pro gamer move. Watch this shit. I'm back in the building, y'all. Oh, fuck. And those are only small examples. There's hundreds I could show, but I'm getting tired of ending this video, so I'm just gonna end it here. Also, I'm not gonna lie, my voice acting in some of those videos is a little cringe.